right, y'all. How's everyone doing? I think I'm going to start doing a daily vlog of what's going on in my life because I don't know. I'm not a content creator. I'm a knowledge sharer who creates content so that this knowledge can get out there. So please share, comment, and follow and subscribe whatever platform you're seeing this on so that this knowledge can continue to be shared. I am in a funk. I'm energetically out of alignment, and I know that I'm energetically out of alignment. In the past, I would have identified this as depressive energy, but I'm not depressed. I'm just disoriented is the best word or term that I could use for it. I can't focus, and so when I can't focus, I just stop. I stop moving. Now, I don't stop moving in the respect that I'm at work today. I don't not feel like being here. I'm here and I'm focused, but I would rather just sit and just wait on God. Like, all right, the direction that I was headed, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be headed in that direction anymore. I've experienced what I identify as a consciousness upgrade, God renewing my heart and my spirit, ascension, all those different languages, depending on what modality or background you're coming from. I'm a new version of me, and the new version of me is trying to figure out what it can do, because the new version of me has forward marching orders, but the new version of me, in order to move forward, has to figure out, one, our present, where are we at, and how to use our past to move forward. Did I gather enough information in the past to be able to move forward? I don't know. So my current consciousness, my current version of myself is just sitting here disoriented, trying to make heads or tails and figuring out how to move forward. One of the common threads right now is my marriage. I'm being told to stop talking about my marriage, but also, and it has nothing to do with y'all, it has everything to do with there's life and death in the tongue. It has everything to do with the new information that I'm getting into myself, understanding that I'm not even dealing with I'm not dealing with flesh. I'm dealing with entities. I'm dealing with spirits. I'm dealing with demons. I'm dealing with strongholds. I'm dealing with generations. I'm dealing with bloodlines. I'm dealing with a lot more than just, ooh, girl, you shouldn't be telling your business. Like, that's easy work. Like, I can say whatever I want to, and my husband can hear whatever I said, and it ain't going to affect my relationship neither way. What will affect my relationship is not knowing my opponent. And that's something that my daughter has been saying. She's so prophetic. Something my daughter has been saying, she's just been saying, know your opponent, Lonnie. Know your opponent, Lonnie. Because when you know your opponent, you don't move how you typically move. This particular person, you got to move a certain way. So choosing to argue with someone that you know is in possession. Arguing with someone who you know, if you look at their bloodline and their history, you already know what you're looking at. Arguing with people and having discussions that you already know they have, what is Leviathan? There's a Leviathan. I'm learning about different demons because you need to cast them out by name. So I've been studying because I'm just like, I need to learn the names of these demons and learn how to cast them out, because I'm surrounded by, and probably have them within me, I don't know, but I'm surrounded by demons, and I got to be able to cast them out, because I'm not going back and forth with your demons anymore. And that's everybody. That's everything. That's myself. I'm not going in circles when I know there's no need to be in this cycle. I'm hopping out. As my husband would say, I'm dropping the rope. So as I gain this new information, I feel God is pivoting me in another direction, and talking about my marriage is just like, yeah, I do talk about my marriage because those of you who choose to awaken, it's going to destroy your life. You get to choose if it destroys your life in a positive way or a negative way. Every single thing that was a part of my life 2 years ago is no longer a part of my life. The only thing that probably is still standing is the home that I live in, and that's by a thread. Only by the grace of God we have a roof over our head, and my husband's willingness to get up and go to work and do what he needs to do to keep that roof. I play my part as well, but, we're not going to have that conversation. But everything, the moment I said no more, I'm not marching to, there's two kings. You decide which one you want to serve. And when I threw my hands up and I said, I'm serving you, God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob, Jesus Daddy. That's who I'm walking with. The moment I said that, even though I didn't say it in the beginning, I just said I'm changing my life. I didn't realize that I was growing closer to the Most High, growing closer to God. The moment I made that decision, my life started falling apart because God was like, great. Because everything that you've surrounded yourself with is not of me. I got these kids. You're not raising them as a child should go. So when they grow up, they will depart. You're not raising your children the way that I need you to raise these children. My marriage. I was married, and this is no disrespect. I was married by a lesbian atheist. No disrespect. But I'm saying I was brought into covenant with God, and the person who performed the covenant didn't even believe in God. I didn't believe in God either. I mean, I knew there was a God, but I didn't believe in God. If I believed in God like I know to believe in God, yeah, you're my best friend, but you can't marry me. We can't do this energy in this energy. We're going to need a different energy in this energy. So I didn't know God. And now that I do, I have to figure out what that looks like. I'm listening to all these different teachers and all these different teachers. Like, the people who's going to give me the information are going to be the Christians, because they move in a knowing that I need to know. But when I start listening to Christians, they're solid on a lot of their beliefs that I'm not necessarily in alignment with. So it's being confronted with that, and it's just like, okay, God, convict me. If I'm not supposed to be doing and saying and moving, let me know. I'm not so caught into anything that I can't put it down for Jesus. I say Jesus. And I was afraid to get to a point where I would say Jesus. It's like, I didn't talk so much stuff about Jesus, I can't now be Jesus. Jesus! I can't be like, Jesus is the way, as much trash as I done talk, but here we are. Jesus is the way, but that is my chosen way. I do not tell anybody what to do, but you must choose a path, and you must choose it quickly, because where this world is headed, the goalless, the pathless, the targetless are going to all falter, because they're going to just go to desperation, start grasping for anything. Y'all already just grasping for anything, trying to survive, saying that you believe in the Most High. You don't believe in the Most High, because the Most High will not have you grasping for scraps. I live in a pretty scrappy life right now, but I'm not grasping for scraps. I ain't got to beg nobody for nothing. I know who my God is. And so there's a lot of restructuring and reprogramming that's taking place. I'm trying to make sure I stick to the central message. I'm looking at it on this piece of paper. But I'm trying to stay focused and just let you guys know. I talk about my marriage because those of you who choose to awaken, I hope you... Look, I'm committed to as best as I can, because I understand all the things that I say in these videos. Somebody can always come back and say, you said, well, yeah, this is my journey, and I did say some things on my journey, But I am committed to breaking the generational curse of divorce in my bloodline. And people who are just married for optics or finances, or I'm old and this, can you text now or no? Yeah, so I'm committed to breaking that cycle in my bloodline, and that's my goal. Now, I don't know how to pray for that goal, because it takes two people to be in alignment. I'm committed, but I don't know how that works. So I'm going to give you guys information, because, you guys need information. You need to know, is it possible? My sis friend who wrote her book, I finally got her on the phone, and I was like, so are you still married? Because she documented her awakening, and in her kids, she was at odds with her children, she was at odds with her spouse, and then the book ended. And I was like, well, what happens? Because I'm at odds with my spouse. Me and my kids, we cool, but with my spouse, what happens? So I got her on the phone, and I was like, sis, so are you still married? And she said no. And I was like, well, is it possible? I have to prove it to myself. because I can't live my life through anyone else. I have to live my life through me, but you can see an example.